Hi, and welcome to this week's edition of Bronco Sports Weekly. I'm Matt Kanan, filling in for Sean Fagan, who's currently traveling with the men's basketball team. Let's take a look at the Bronco athletics events from the past week. Last week opened with Western Michigan's 10th-ranked hockey team traveling to number 4 Notre Dame, falling 3-2. Ian Slater and Nate Burschbach bookended the game scoring, but the Irish scored 3 second-period goals, with 2 of them coming on even strength. The Bronco football team became bowl eligible for the 5th time in 7 seasons with a 24-21 win at Miami. John Potter became the program's career scoring leader, and Alex Carter threw for over 400 yards for the 3rd straight game and 5th time in his career. He connected with Jordan White twice and Robert Arnheim once for Western Michigan's 3 touchdowns. Drew Nowak earned MacWest Defensive Player of the Week with his 2.5 sacks. The Western Michigan women's basketball team had a pair of losses on the week, falling to defending Big Ten champion Michigan State 80-45 and to Eastern Kentucky 71-60. Ariel Anderson paced the Broncos against the Spartans with 12 points and 6 boards, while Miame Giden recorded her 6th career double-double with 16 points and 11 rebounds against the Lady Colonels. The men's basketball team played 3 games in 4 days at the 5-Hour Energy Tip-Off Tournament in San Juan, Puerto Rico. Although the Broncos came away winless, 2 of the 3 losses were by just 2 possessions. Western Michigan fell to Temple 69-55, Iona 94-88, and Colorado 81-66. Matt Stainbrook averaged 15.3 points per game to lead the Broncos in scoring. Western Michigan saw 5 Broncos score in double figures against Iona, with Demetrius Ward and Flenard Whitfield each recording double-doubles. Ward had a tournament high against Iona for the Broncos with 25 points to go along with 11 boards. Whitfield had 13 points and 16 rebounds. Finally, Western Michigan's volleyball team entered the 2011 MAC tournament as the number 3 seed, but ran into a hot Central Michigan team, falling in straight sets. Chippewas eventually defeated the top seed in Northern Illinois Huskies to claim the title. In volleyball alumni news, Katie Eberling continues to impress with the U.S. women's bobsled team. She and her driver, Elena Myers, earned a silver medal at the IGAS Austria Europa Cup this past Saturday. Katie and Elena also earned a bronze earlier in the week as they keep adding to their trophy case. Now let's take a look at the highlights from this past week. Live from Yager Stadium, Broncos trailing by 7. Alex Carter finds Jordan White from 19 yards out, threading the needle. That is White's 13th touchdown of the season. More on that later. John Potter sets up for the field goal, makes it from 35 yards. Potter, now Western Michigan's all-time leading scorer with 313 points. Again, Carter to White. White muscling over the goal line for the score. Jordan White now tied with Greg Jennings for 14 touchdowns in a season, most ever by a Bronco. We move later into the game. After a Western Michigan interception, Aaron Winchester, first career pick for the converted running back, gives the ball right back to Western Michigan. In the 4th, Carter Arnheim 2 yards out, Western Michigan up 24-14. Bronco defense now. Drew Nowak, MacWest Defensive Player of the Week with 2.5 sacks on the night. Broncos had 7 on the night. Western Michigan defeats Miami 24-21. We move to University Arena for some women's basketball action against Eastern Kentucky. Defensive rebound finds Ariel Anderson. She pushes the ball up the court on the fast break, finds Maria Iquinello for the layup. 6 points for Iquinello. Jasmine Knowles works around the key, finds Courtney Haley for 3, and it's good. She's 2 for 3 from beyond the arc on the day. Iquinello to Anderson, finds Miame Giden in the post, works around, layup, double-double for Giden, 16 and 11. Second half action, Corey Buchanan takes the ball to the top of the key. Great no-look pass to Iquinello for yet another layup. Later in the second half, Anderson pushing the ball up, finds Giden working through traffic, 2 of her 16 on the night. Broncos lose, though, 71-60.
We're here with Robin and Miame Giden, seniors on the women's basketball team, and we're here to talk a little bit about sisterly love. Now, everybody thinks that, being twins, you guys have to be close, but there's probably something that maybe perturbed you about Robin and vice versa. What are something that might get under your guys' skin just on a daily basis growing up or even now as college students?
Well, I think for me, Miami has no idea, but she takes my clothes out of my closet and will go and wear them, not even tell me about it. And then the next day when I'm trying to look for something to wear and then I can't find it, I go in her room and that's when she'll tell me. So then I have to go and wash it or something like that, and that just bugs me to death. So,
Miami, it's your turn to rebut.
Well, a lot of clothes she doesn't wear, so I'm just like, okay, you're not gonna wear it anyway, so I might as well just take it from you.
whatever.
Now, everybody always hears about the myths that, when you're a twin, you feel the other's pains or you can finish each other's sentences. Let's refute that or make sure that's true right here. Is that true or is that just a myth?
No, because I'm always in pain all the time, and she's never in pain, and I sometimes wish, okay, I wish I could feel like what she's feeling, because she's never really hurt like that. So I would say no, that's a big myth.
All right, Robin, besides today, when's the last time someone tried to dress you guys in the same outfit?
We had to be maybe 5 or 6. My mom used to always dress us alike, but then because we looked so similar when we were younger, so I think that once we started growing up, our hair is different, our body types are different. So I think that's when my mom just decided, okay, these are 2 different people. Then we stopped, dressing them alike. So that's when we kind of, are separated from each other and being independent people.
Who is older between you two?
I am 2 minutes.
Okay, well,
very proud of it.
I'll let you answer this question. What is the greatest part about having a sister so close in age?
I always have somebody I can count on, go to when things are tough, or just have somebody that's always there I can hang out with, and especially coming to college, having somebody that's always going to be around, and I can get advice from, or just I know I always have somebody to hang out with. So that's the biggest thing.
Robin?
Just the same thing she said, and just also I have a best friend that I didn't have to search for. She's right here with me every day. We've been inseparable since the day we were born. So I just feel like she's just my best friend. I can really say that.
Also, to mention with that, she said inseparable. We have that tattooed on our chest too.
Yeah, we have
there you go.
Matching tattoos.
Okay, so that leads in a great segue. What are some things that people may not know about the two of you, where you guys are very similar, and also where you guys are very different?
I think for me, I'm a little bit more emotional than she is. I'm very caring, and
I'm very caring too. Oh my God,
but
that's not the good one. No, I am very caring.
Well then, I don't know.
So she's very cold and you're very warm.
No.
That's a joke.
Yeah, no. I don't even know. We are similar in ways, because we do both have caring hearts, and we want to please others too, and different. We're just.
It just goes to show our different our majors are. She's more into sports and wanting to help people with the physical part of their body, and I want to help people more in what's going on in their mind and the emotional part of that and stuff like that. So I think has something to do with it.
Great segue again, Robin. This is your senior year athletically, and then obviously as students, your seniors. What's something when you came to college, when you came to Kalamazoo, you said to yourself, before I leave college, I want to accomplish X? Whatever.
I would just say for basketball-wise that I want to come out leaving as a great player that left here. And just doing things. I got my 1,000 points, so that was a great accomplishment I wanted to do since I did that in high school. So it's just leaving out here knowing as I was a great player that played on this floor. So.
For me, I just think that it was more. Basketball is a big part of my life, and it's something. When I came here, that's something I wanted to. I can't even get it out. Something that I wanted to be good at, but then also just knowing that I wanted to be a good teammate, and knowing that I had people that can come to me if they had a problem, so I just want to be known more in that way, knowing that I help people and had made their experience better as well.
Speaking of that, again, you have a large freshman class on this team. What's your guys' advice to them this season and as they go further into their career?
I would just say just keep your mind straight. Stay positive all the time. Keep working hard. Since they're young, they have to mature fast. So they have to grow up faster than normal freshmen, since there's a great amount of them. But just always just keeping the right mindset about things, about school, basketball, just in general, just in life. So,
Robin, what's something that our fans, need to know about this team that doesn't show up on a stat sheet or in a box score?
I think we just work very, very hard. I mean, in practice, like talking is a big thing for us. And when you talk, that brings out energy. And in the box score or whatever, there's not a tally on how many times somebody calls out a screen or, sets a screen even, So I think those things are very important for just the dynamic of the team and how we can, work together in that way. So I think talking and just the stuff like setting screens and, being vocal, I think that is a big part of basketball in general. So.
And finally, this being Thanksgiving week, if you could both say something that you guys are thankful for this holiday season. Robin, we'll start with you.
I am thankful for being a collegiate athlete. I think that's a very big accomplishment. There's a lot of people that don't have that opportunity. And also just being able to play basketball with my best friend. So maybe that's something I'm thankful for.
Ditto. I mean, she stole what I was going to say. Pretty much like being a college athlete and, being able to play like 4 years of my college season with my sister, and helping her, and she's helping me, so that's really what I'm thankful for.
All right, well, thank you to Miami and Robin Giden.
Thank you.
Now let's take a look ahead at what's going to be going on in Western Michigan athletics this week in 5 things to watch for. Number 5, CCHA action between the 12th ranked Western Michigan Broncos and the 2nd ranked Notre Dame Irish this Tuesday night, Lawson Ice Arena, 7:05 p.m. Number 4, get a chance to see the final Western Michigan football game of the 2011 season and see if the Broncos can finish undefeated at Waldo Stadium. Kick against Akron this Friday, November 25th is 1 p.m. Number 3, it's a weekend full of Western Michigan athletics as not only football, but women's basketball and volleyball will all be in action all on campus. After football on Friday, head over to University Arena for the women's basketball team taking on Cleveland State at 5 p.m. And then the weekend concludes at home with the volleyball team closing out its season against Valparaiso at 7 p.m. Number 2, men's hoops is on the road for a pair this week. First, the Broncos travel to Big Ten competitor Purdue, where that game will be streamed live on BigTenNetwork.com. Broncos will play on Wednesday, November 23rd at 7 p.m. Then it's off to Spokane, Washington for a meeting with Gonzaga on November 26th at 4 p.m. And the number 1 thing to watch for this week, 3 former Broncos take the field at once on Thanksgiving Day. Detroit Lions, Green Bay Packers. You've got Louis Delmas and Tony Scheffler against Greg Jennings. Should be a great matchup. And obviously, with this being Thanksgiving, we want to, of course, be thankful for everything we have and thankful to those that make sure we have the freedom and the privilege to enjoy everything we do in this country. So for Bronco Sports Weekly, it's been my pleasure. I'm Matt Kanan. And as Sean says, same Bronco time, same Bronco place next week. Thanks a lot.
I'm Maria Iquinello, a senior guard on the Western Michigan women's basketball team and a chemical engineering major. Going into my junior year, I suffered a major knee injury. I just had a fluke accident in practice, and then I ended up missing the entire year. The athletic training staff worked with me every day, and with their help and the help of my coaches and my teammates, I was able to get the confidence back in my body and in my knee to get back on the court, and I'm really looking forward to having a great season this year. I'm a Bronco, and I am the power of gold.